Hey, Lucian here. Welcome back. This is the Permaculture Farm School Village Journal. This is week 9 here in our zone 7A/6B, here where we are in Lebanon, Missouri at Sun and Bloom Farms, a beautiful regenerative farm that's just becoming so much more. And so I wanted to start by, just like last time, to give you a little bit of an ecological context of what's happening here and share with you how we're responding to that as a regenerative farm that's also an educational facility. So a few days ago the cold has returned. It wasn't like very dramatic, but reminded us that winter is still here. And so the biological engine underground is probably stopped for a moment here, maybe not in our high tunnels, but in other places in the garden. It just slowed down a little bit, maybe didn't go straight back to dormant. But the growing light is undeniable. The sun is way higher in the horizon and the days are getting a little bit longer. As you can tell, the trees are still pretty bare. I've seen some buds in the forest, but not much. Some grass is coming out. The daffodils just pushed through, which is beautiful. These are great signs of the inevitable spring that is coming to us. Above ground there's some restraint, below ground there's some preparation. Late winter is really not empty, it's just foundational. So here's what's happening in our high tunnel here. This is our oldest high tunnel. This was a, well, you can tell that it was a wedding tent that we transformed into a high tunnel with some additional materials and some reinforcement. We had the chickens here. Once the season was over, we got the chickens in once we didn't have anything else to harvest from here, which was at one point probably at the end of October when the cold came, November. And so we had the chickens here that, you know, scratched the soil and removed a lot of all of this, you know, all of the plant material, ate a lot of the bugs and left behind some beautiful, you know, microorganisms in their manure. And so we're gonna actually take all of these wood chips here with the manure and the feathers on them, and we're gonna start a Johnson Sioux compost, which I'm gonna talk about in a future video. And so now we're getting ready to get it planted pretty soon here. We're gonna add some more compost. We probably gonna do some cover crop for some of the rows in here, but most of them are going to be planted right away. We looked through the microscope just the other day and there's quite a lot of biological activity in the soil just from those fat animals leaving all of that beautiful manure behind. Another high tunnel here, let me show you. We got cold just the day before, or a few days before that. We actually took the hoops out from the low tunnel, so we had to put this ag cloth right on top of the plants, but they're in here. Look at all this beautiful kale growing beautifully. Some of it is going to go to market. Most of the stuff in this high tunnel here has been for our own consumption, but we're about to add additional compost that we just sifted and plant some more direct in the ground, and also some seedlings that we're starting indoors. You know, our compost very close to this high tunnel, and this was intentional. This is the tool shed that's going to become way bigger this year as the tool shed for the market garden. We have the seeder in there and all kinds of rakes and different types of tools. And you know, the compost is really close. It's downhill, of course, because we don't want any rain to rain on it and bring it towards the high tunnel. So it's like downhill from that. Look at this guy. This one is still just going and going and going. I think we're at 150 still, so it's holding at 150 even with freezing temperatures at night. There in this pile, this has a lot of the bedding from the animal barns, goat manure, chicken manure, some pig manure. And, you know, that activity is facilitated by a lot of the microorganisms that we added here from the oak leaves and a lot of the leaf mold that we brought from the forest that's just like close by over here. So we added that to just, you know, have all this amazing indigenous microorganisms inoculate, digest that carbon and nitrogen that we added in there. Carbon being, you know, the leaves and some of the hay that was super dried, and the nitrogen being all of the animal manure and coffee grounds that we source from. They're spent coffee grounds that we source from a local coffee shop, which is beautiful because that means that we're participating in waste reduction also in our community. Some research from the world of mushroom log growing is suggesting that mushroom logs that are in production already should be covered during the really cold periods of the year, so that, you know, they're protecting from all that cold. We do have a tarp nearby, and also some research says that it should be in filtered sun, right? But if you look at the temperatures that we had here during this time, you know, we don't mind these logs getting a little bit of warmth from this beautiful relative location that we put them in. That's starting to be a theme here for this video, relative to location, really placing things in relation to, in positive and beneficial relation to other things in the landscape. So our mushrooms, yes, we do cover them. And yes, we also let them be in the sun in times like this when we look at the temperatures and the weather patterns, and the weather patterns are telling us that they'll be both cloudy and sunny in the same time in the same week. So we alternate, we monitor. We absolutely love our mushrooms, and we're so excited that we're going to teach about that this upcoming month in March. So before we start teaching people how to grow them indoors, we teach them a lot about this super elegant regenerative agricultural approach for people that have land and have access to these materials. So we really love them. Since we're on this topic of kind of like forest farming, really, because mushroom log inoculation is forest farming, we're also doing quite a lot of other forms of forest farming here at Sun and Bloom Farms, the Permaculture Farm School Village in the making. So last week I was talking about some tree identification. And so here, really close by to our oak logs, right, that we have inoculated, is another beautiful tree to identify. This one here has some really beautiful features that even if we weren't looking up or finding any other clues on the ground, we would know that this is a black walnut, which is a beautiful tree that grows here in Missouri. It has a lot of amazing medicinal properties, and also as food in general for people. So we're super excited about forest farming. We also think it's another beautiful, elegant, regenerative farming approach for people that have access to land, but it could also be done in tighter contexts also. And so we're so excited to expand that to a few acres here in our forest. We have a lot of acres. We just actually expanded our footprint, which I'll be sharing about a little bit later, but it's beautiful. And we also ordered some additional medicinal plants and native plants that are also medicinal, that fit really well in that context of forest farming. Forest farming is producing very, very little disturbance to the existing ecosystems and produce for so long. So we're so excited. This works really well with our values and principals here at the Permaculture Farm School Village. We're excited to bring somebody on board that's going to want to focus on that part of the things. Hello everybody, come on. As I shared in my last journal entry, animals are a big part of the work we do here at Sun and Bloom Farms, the Permaculture Farm School Village in the making. They provide so many amazing benefits, from food, milk, eggs, and meat, to also soil fertility, and also love in our hearts, and a lot of good therapy, good meditation and prayer partners. There are amazing beings to watch and work with, and we'll share more about them and their health and how we work with them and manage here at Sun and Bloom Farms. It is cold outside, absolutely. Hopefully not for too many days, but inside is really nice and warm, and these seedlings are growing. These are the ones that are going to transition first in our high tunnels. Side, we also have seedlings that they're at super early stages. We started a lot of seedlings over the weekend. I mean, we're almost maxed out with the space, but it got to be done because some of them are going pretty soon in the high tunnels. Others may go outside when the time comes right away, and others may be up potted later this spring. Outside 34 degrees and inside 66 degrees. 52 is in our greenhouse, the lean-to house greenhouse, and so we'll start using that pretty soon. Since we were talking about forest farming, I am so grateful to the Missouri Conservation Department for offering amazing native, edible, and medicinal plants for such accessible prices for people to plug them in. And these are amazing plants for long-term food forest production. On the topic of support for regenerative farming, we also received a letter recently here, February 10th, from USDA telling us that the funds that they offered us a while back are still available for us to continue to implement our practices here. So that's super good news. We asked for support from, and we got some funds from USDA, and that's like really beautiful. That was like really, really good news, that the funds are still there for us to continue with beautiful, amazing regenerative practices here at Sun and Bloom Farms, the Permaculture Farm School Village in the making. Yes, absolutely. We are being called outside to do a lot of this work. We're excited for a lot of the partners that are going to show up this year. And inside, besides growing seedlings, we also are teaching the Permaculture Design Certification course and coaching program, which is an online course that is teaching people to develop real-world design projects, not just in Missouri, but in other states as well. And it's been like super encouraging to watch these students apply regenerative design thinking to homesteads, farms, and community spaces that are, again, in different parts of the United States. And beyond that, we are also staying pretty local, and we go boots on the ground. We're teaching locally, workshops, regional talks, gatherings, starting, right away, right around the corner this Saturday. Just here locally in Lebanon, Train to Sustain, going and being invited to some beautiful summits in Nevada, Missouri. We're invited by Lincoln University and Missouri Extension, Baker Creek, Heirloom Seed, beautiful, amazing organization. They're also inviting us for the 5th year in a row in April and May. So we love being part of the conversation. We love being part of building regenerative food systems locally through all kinds of education. Of course, we have workshops. We have workshops here on the farm too. Oh, I forgot my glasses on. We got the mushroom workshop that's coming March 14th. But then we also have a huge, our 4th annual seed exchange, seed and wisdom exchange, because people are coming not just to exchange seeds, but to also learn. We have free workshops for people, animals for kids to engage with, and of course the seedling sale. So these are the type of things that we're doing during this time, preparing for them, and then later on implementing these pieces. So we're building it. But this evolution didn't just come out of nowhere. It's been happening for more than a decade with myself, and then with my partner Anna Maria, just really coming together. This is our 3rd farm, you know, with the same passion to build resilience in the region and beyond. Absolutely. And so we love that. This year is a big year for us. We are bringing partners in. We just expanded the acreage. We just expanded capacity. We have a place where people can actually live more comfortably than before. And so super excited about that. Very beautiful, amazing things are about to happen. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you join in one way or another. I completely forgot. We do have a blog format for, you know, that's kind of like going in parallel with this video. If you kind of like to sit down and read, there's a little bit more information. I have more space for reflection when I'm sharing these things. Some of them are also written by Anna Maria. You'll see her on the video also. And our first partner, which we really hope that they will join us this week. That's going to do a lot of the storytelling for us and with us. And so super excited about that. So you'll find the link somewhere here about that blog and all kinds of all the other upcoming opportunities, both in person and online. And so thank you. We'll see you soon.